Hello, good evening. Welcome. Welcome to Reiki Live. My name is Kerri Wade, and we're going to do a little Reiki energy here tonight. So, welcome. Come on in. Sit down, get comfortable. Be sure to share this out with your friends, as well as any groups that you belong to. Perhaps, let me just get my other computer up here. Perhaps you'd even like to share this out as a watch party. That would be really fun. So that way your friends can watch it right along with you when you do that on your own page. So that's just in the sharing. If you go to share, you should see it. So I'm just trying to get this up on my screen right now so that I can see comments if possible. Oops. Oh, here I am. Hold on a second. Forgive me. Being a one-man show here, doesn't always work well. I'll see if I can't start a watch party on my personal page as well. So, anyway, welcome. Hi, I'm glad you're here. My name is Kerri Wade, and I am a Reiki Master Teacher. I also do Karuna Reiki. I live in Gilbert, Arizona, which is a suburb of Phoenix. And yes, our weather is absolutely beautiful here right now. So I'm sorry if it's not like that where you live, but I'm really glad it's like that here. At least since we are sheltering in place here, at least we can have our doors and windows open, which is really wonderful because it's not like that all year round. So anyway, welcome. And like I said, please share this out on your own Facebook page if you don't mind, or any groups that you might belong to that you think could benefit from some Reiki energy. Hi, Day. If you are new to Reiki, I am very excited for you to try this. Reiki is an energy modality. It is a healing modality. It's been around for many, many, many years. And the actual energy and technique is believed to be very, very old, even though it was rediscovered in the 1900s by Dr. Mikao Usui. It is believed to be a very ancient type of energy healing. May not have always been called Reiki. I know it wasn't called Reiki, but there's all kinds of healing that we've heard about from the yogis, from the Bible, from all kinds of ancient texts. And this is just another form of that spiritual healing. Reiki the word Reiki actually translates as universal energy, and it's universal life force energy, actually. My Japanese friend told me once that Reiki, the literal meaning of it in Japanese, which is where the word comes from, is of God. Rei is of God, and Ki is life force energy. So this is life force energy from God. That is the way that it's translated in Japanese. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Julie. Thank you for being here. And so anyway, it's a very old type of energy, and it's something that anybody can learn. In fact, even with this, with our businesses changing a little bit with the coronavirus and the things that we are going through right now, I've actually given some thought to teaching some Reiki classes online for certification. So if anybody's interested in that, if maybe you just drop me a private message, I'd appreciate it. Of course, I will keep it very, very affordable because I think it's really important that we have as many Reiki practitioners out there in this day and age as possible. There are never too many of us. So the way that Reiki works traditionally when you have an in-person session, it is kind of a laying on of the hands. It is a touch modality when you are in person. And I basically just act as a channel, as a funnel for the energy. It's not my energy. It's not coming from me. It doesn't wear me out. It doesn't wear me down. And I don't take on your energies. I'm just basically a channel for the energy. The energy is coming from a higher source, and it's just being channeled through me. Now, when we do distance Reiki, like we are tonight, and like I'm doing all of my sessions right now, basically, it's, we can't see the energy, just like we can't see the energy when we make a phone call to somebody. We don't see how we're connected, but we know that we're connected because we can talk to each other, right? Turn on your car radio and you tune into the station that you want, or tuning into an energetic frequency. We do the same thing in Reiki. And I'm basically just tuning into you and your energy with my energy and sending the Reiki energy in the same fashion. So it works equally well, whether it is in person or distance. I do a lot of remote Reiki. I do Reiki for animals, and I always do that remotely. And, we can do it online if you'd like to see each other. There's really not much to see when I really get into it. I kind of go into a deep meditative trance when I'm doing Reiki, because I'm also bringing in other modalities with it. When I do Reiki, it's typically not straight Reiki. I'm using a little theta healing, which is a very deep state of healing, and I'm using some of the other healing modalities that I practiced and that I've learned along the way. So I go into just kind of a deep meditative state while I'm doing it, and I am working with your higher self throughout the process. So it's just the same in person as it is remotely. The energy is the same. You get the same benefits. Reiki never does any harm. It is a smart energy in that it goes where it's needed the most. It always starts on the spiritual level. And so, the belief is that everything physical started on a higher level. It started on the spiritual level, or the bliss body level, as we call it in yoga. And, it filters down if we keep putting things on the back burner, we're not taking care of ourselves. If we are living with a lot of anger or guilt or shame or pain or negative frequencies, those can become physical issues. We can manifest those in the body if they are not worked with and hopefully eliminated at the higher levels. So Reiki starts from that level, and that's why it heals all levels, because it's not only going to work on that spiritual level, it works on the mental level, the emotional level, and the physical level. So a lot of people that are going through physical issues, cancer, tumors, pain issues, Reiki works beautifully, because when we get the body into a very relaxed state, and we get your energy into a relaxed state, then your body has everything that it needs to heal itself. Our bodies are miracles, absolute miracles. And, we control so much with just our thoughts alone that we can bring about healings that way as well. So anyway, thank you for being here. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Lori. Hi, Ron. I'm glad you guys are here. All you have to do is just maybe set an intention. I always feel like intentions are very powerful. So if there's something that you're wanting some healing around, or something you're wanting some clarity around, this is a good time to just bring that to mind and just to hold that intention as I send the Reiki energy. The second thing I'd like you to do is just get comfortable. If you can be in a place that's quiet, where you can be either sitting down, lying down, laying in a lounger by the pool, I don't know, wherever you are, lying in your race car, whatever works for you, just be someplace where you can be comfortable and quiet for a few minutes. We'll go for about, what is it now? It's about 10 after, 8 after 6. All my clocks say different things. So it's kind of like at Southwest Institute of the Healing Arts. It's like every clock in every room says something different. So it's like that at my house too. It's an energy thing, I do believe. But we'll go for about 20 minutes with the Reiki. And then at the end, I am going to pull a postcard from Spirit for all of us. And these are beautiful messages from Spirit that read like a postcard. Hello, Diana. And they're just beautiful messages. And they always seem to touch on where we are today and what's going on in our lives. Hi, Dave. One other thing I want to touch on really briefly, well, we still have people coming on and sharing, being in the now, being in the moment, especially at times like this. There's so much anxiety and so much fear that I've been seeing, observing the different groups, observing the news, things like that. And I'm not a big news watcher. I don't watch any more than I really have to. But I'm on Facebook, I'm on social media. I see what people are saying and feeling. And fear is something in the future. It's something that we're worried about that hasn't happened yet and may not happen. And so when we practice being in the now, it means we practice being present. And we're in this moment right now. And a beautiful example of being in the now, according to our wonderful Guru Dev, Amrit Desai, is to think of your dog. No matter what's going on around them, your dog is always in the now. They're not worrying about if they're going to get a cookie later. They're not worrying about anything that's happened in the past. They're just there right now. They're present. And the more we can practice that, the more peace we have. It's when we start to have those expectations. And some of them can be real thoughts. Real things to be concerned about, but they haven't happened yet. And so a lot of times we are placing more importance on them and getting ourselves worked up and anxious and bringing on panic attacks and that sort of thing about something that hasn't even happened yet, because we don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. We never know that for sure. We never know that. And so just practicing being in the now, and as you practice it, and what I mean by practicing it is pulling yourself back when you feel yourself doing that, when you feel yourself starting to get worked up about something or thinking about something that may or may not happen. Because in your mind, it's probably going to happen, you're just sure of it, when that's not reality always, right? If you can let go of that expectation and just be present, it can change so many things in your life. It can change your life. It can lead you from being in that fear place, in those low vibrational energies like fear and hate and anger and shame and guilt and all those things that I mentioned before. And it can bring you back into this moment right now and being grateful in this moment for what you do have, because it's so easy to go off on a tangent and worry about things that aren't even real. They aren't even real yet. So it's a practice though, because it's just becoming conscious of it. So when you find yourself in one of those places that maybe you're thinking about, okay, I don't have any income coming in this month. What am I going to do? I got bills coming due. The kids got to have this, blah, blah, blah. And you're there in that moment. When you notice that you're there, stop, close your eyes, unless you're driving. Close your eyes, do some deep breathing, just some deep breaths. Count your breaths, Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold. Do that for a minute or two and bring yourself back to the present moment and say, okay, what is present for me right now? I'm in a home, I have a roof over my head. I have food in my pantry. I have a dog that adores me. It's all about the dog. I have family that I can depend on. I have family that I can be strong for. I can think of other ways to bring in some income. There's always something that just getting yourself back to the present moment and letting go of whatever's going on out there, because that's not even real. Not right now. It's not real. So taking things as they come and not projecting them will be a life changer. I promise you it will be a life changer. Just staying present in the moment and dealing with things as they are, as they come. When we can let go of our expectations, that's where we find our true happiness. That's my belief. That's where we can be happy. That's where we can be grateful, if we let go of those expectations. So, that said, let's get started with some Reiki. And just for a little warm up, I'm not going to do a meditation tonight, but rub your hands together. Get some heat going. Get some friction building in your hands. Just rub them together real briskly, real fast. Feel the heat burning. It just gets warmer and warmer and warmer and warmer. That's energy, okay? That's what energy. And when you feel nice and warm, just take your hands, place them over your face. Just let them lightly touch your face. I hope you sanitized before this. If you didn't, don't tell the CDC I said this. Just feel that transfer of energy with your hands on your face. You might even want to give yourself a little massage. Massage those little muscles around the eyes. Go all the way around your eyeballs. Don't stick your finger in your eye because that doesn't feel good. Go up around your hairline. Go down the middle of your scalp, the back. Maybe rub your neck a little bit. And then just sit quiet. And allow all expression to drop. Feel those little muscles in your face just relax towards the floor. Let your shoulders drop. Release any tension in your neck, your back, anywhere in your body where you're holding any tension. And bring your intention to mind now. What is it that you wish to manifest? What is it you need some healing around, whether it's physical, mental, emotional? Maybe you're feeling cut off from your own spirit, from your own higher self, from your higher power. Perhaps you just need to relax and let go of worry for a little while. Just get into the now moment. Maybe you're working on manifesting a new relationship or a new job, a new home. Maybe you just have so much gratitude in your heart that you just want to spend this little bit of time feeling that. Feeling your heart swell with gratitude and love and compassion. I do a couple of different kinds of Reiki. I do the traditional Usui Reiki, and I also do Karuna Reiki. And Karuna means compassionate action. It's very much the energy of Mother Mary, Kuan Yin. It's a very, very loving, kind, gentle, and compassionate energy. I use a blend of the two different Reikis. The second one, Karuna, is really just an additional piece. It's kind of like building on some upper levels of a house, adding a little extra. The Karuna Reiki, though, also is beautiful for healing global type things or collective consciousness, for healing our environment and our earth. Also heals in a very, very gentle way. So when I'm working with a client who's had a lot of trauma in their life, Karuna is a beautiful way to do it because it helps release that old blocked energy, that old stuck stuff in a very gentle manner. Sometimes healing can be very painful to get through. It's a necessary evil. But Karuna just kind of softens it. Kind of like rounds out the hard edges. As I mentioned before, Reiki never does any harm, will never set you back, never goes to the wrong place and messes up anything. Never, never, never. I use Reiki to clear and balance the chakras. So if there's some area of your life where you're feeling kind of stuck or stagnant right now, maybe just let your attention go to that area and open yourself up for that healing life force energy to enter that place. At the start of every session I do with individuals, I check your chakras to see where there's any stagnation, sometimes complete blocks. And then after the session, I check them all again. I've just started a new service, trying to think outside the box and how I can bring more Reiki healing to more people at an affordable price. And so for right now, I've started doing this once a week, and I will add on if needed. But I'm doing small group Reiki. This is a remote Reiki session with a maximum of 5 people in each group. If there's 1 person or if there's 5 people, I'm still going to do it. So when you send in your intake form, I also ask you to send along a photo and your specific intention as well, if you have one. And I just focus that Reiki energy for a whole hour on the people in that small group. Again, it could just be 1 or 2 people. It'll never be more than 5. And the cost on that is only $35. So I think that's a pretty good deal. I hope you were able to join me last Saturday morning for a Yoga Nidra meditation. If not, it is posted here on my Facebook page. You can go back and listen to it whenever it's convenient for you. Our intention for it was to be able to feel at peace with ourselves as we are and the world as it is. And I've listened to it about 4 times this week, and it's a kick-ass yoga nidra, if I do say so myself. So check that out. And this coming Saturday, I'm going to do a kids yoga nidra. And adults can do kids yoga nidras as well. It's a wonderful tool, though, for your children to experience and to learn. We don't realize how much stress children have. In fact, I don't know if you knew this, but as early as 6 months old, babies start to experience stress. And like if they hear their parents arguing or any adults arguing, they will show physiological changes, like their heart rate will change, stress hormones show up in the urine. 6 months old. And if it's an ongoing thing, that can lead to issues that they'll have their entire lives. So by starting them young with yoga nidra and meditation, giving them tools to help them with stress is life-changing for these kids. They're more focused, they do better on tests, they are able to handle their emotions better. There's some incredible research on this. And so if you have kids especially, try to all tune in on Saturday morning at 9:30 Pacific time for a kids yoga nidra. It'll be about probably 30 minutes. I also do a combination Reiki and yoga nidra package for kids. They love it. Kids love this. For one, they love the one-on-one attention that they're getting. And it's something that most of them will talk about for days. For days, they love it. It's a great thing to do with your kids. To start a practice of meditation of some sort. If you heard barking, that was not me. Those are my dogs. Something serious happening in the backyard right now, apparently. Like a bird flew over or something, I don't know. How are you guys feeling? How are you feeling the energy? I know some people really feel the energy moving in their body. They may feel things like tingling or some numbness. Sometimes you'll get like a little jerk or a little body tick sort of thing that happens. Tummies growl, yawns start happening. Now that I said that, you're going to yawn. Some people see colors, or they hear sounds or certain songs or get images. Sometimes it's an image of something that we need to let go of. So really be aware of that. Sometimes spirit just drops maybe a face or a thing, maybe a habit. When you get into that peaceful, quiet place, those things can show up for us very easily. Sometimes Spirit will give us something that we need to bring into our life or bring back into our life. Here's one I see a lot. Joy. Fun. We're such a doing society. We forget to have fun. Probably half of us can't even say what we do for fun. Sometimes we have to stop and go back and think what we used to do for fun. Maybe it was 5 years ago. Maybe it was 50 years ago. We got to have that fun in our life, though. We have to have that joy. Different things show up for different people during Reiki. And some people really feel nothing at all. They may just be laying there going, okay, I don't know what this is doing. I've done it myself. I'm not feeling anything. Okay, I'm starting to get antsy. How much longer is this going to be? I've been there, I know, I understand. But then a couple of days later, you notice that something has shifted. Something's different. You can't always put your finger on it. But it's a good thing. So it can be very subtle like that. Oh, that was a good release. That's also a sign of releasing. And sometimes I get that collective release coming through me when I'm doing these group Reikis like this. That big sigh. It's like just dropped a level. I'll just remind everybody that my website is kerriwade.com. And I've got more information about Reiki, some background on it, as well as the Yoga Nidra and hypnosis. You can also book sessions on there. If you're interested in doing the small group Reiki, that's on there. And right now I have them scheduled for 1 o'clock on Wednesdays. So if there are days or times that work better for you, just send me a private message. And when I'm ready to add another time slot or maybe change it, I'll have some feedback from y'all of what you want, what works for you. Of course, there's nothing you have to do during that time. You don't have to be present. You don't have to do anything. You can be working while it happens. We're connecting energetically. I'm connecting with your higher self and working with your higher self. When I receive distance Reiki personally, which I do quite frequently, I like to be someplace that I can just be lying down, maybe just meditating, just relaxing, and just kind of mentally open myself to the energy. It's absolutely not necessary. Like I said, I do animal Reiki all the time. And certainly dogs and cats and horses and pigs and cows aren't lying on their beds opening themselves to energy. So it really doesn't matter. That's just my personal preference that I like to do when I receive. There's no right or wrong. Okay, I'm going to wrap up the Reiki now. We're going to pull a postcard from Spirit, so hang in there. Thank you guys. That felt really good to me. So I hope that you enjoyed it as well. And I get people asking me a lot that can't be here for the live, can I watch it in the future? Absolutely. When I send Reiki on these free Wednesday or Tuesday night things, I send it with the intention that it goes to whoever needs whenever they're watching, and for whatever intention that they have. So absolutely you can watch over and pretend like it's live. You're going to get the same energy, okay? Reiki is very intention based, so I'm just shuffling cards here. So this is a deck of cards, oracle cards from Colette Baron Reed, and it's called Postcards from Spirit. And Grant, happy birthday! Everybody say happy birthday, Grant! 50 years old today. Seriously? How can that even be? Oh, Grant is my bestie of many, many, many years, and he lives in Dallas, and yes, today's his birthday, so happy birthday, love. Did you get the song I sent you today? Okay, here's our postcard from Spirit. Dearest you, you'll find that these always make perfect sense. I don't know how it happens. Spirit is amazing. Even though life seems now to be moving full steam ahead, it's a time to rest. Allow ideas to flow through you and take root in your heart before they reach your mind. Honor this process by becoming empty to allow for inspiration and the magic of dreaming. What a great opportunity we have for this right now. You might feel lazy or unproductive, but we know better. Just as sleep is a way to recharge before renewal, so are you in a time for dreaming. In this powerful process of co-creation, your soul merges with spirit in a profound way, so you can receive your music directly from source and play your part in the symphony of life. You are being invited to bear witness to the great creation and tune in to what others can't hear. We have so many dreams to share with you in the sacred and the invisible. Don't worry. We will wake you when it's time to return with a new dream. No need to set an alarm clock. Loving you always. I love that. Isn't that great? Has anybody else been sleeping a lot more lately? Holy cow. This is really awful to admit, probably, but you know, I'm not waking up until like 9 o'clock. Yesterday it was 10 o'clock in the morning. That's like really late. But I've been sleeping like a log. And I don't know if it's just that, I don't know. I don't feel any stress in my life. You know, my mother and I were talking about this last night. It's like, I just feel like life is so perfect right now in this moment that we are all getting this big collective cosmic shutdown and reset. And it's magical. So, you know, if you're finding yourself in those anxious moments, let go of the fear, take a deep breath or several, come back to the now moment and look at what is in your life, what is in front of you right now. Let go of those expectations. Don't have to have them. Let go of them. And, you know, just proceed in the moment right now, because everything can change. We learned that, right? Things turn on a dime. 2 weeks ago, we could get toilet paper. Today, we can't. Next week, I think we will. So, maybe before then. So anyway, peace and blessings. Thank you for being here. Please come on Saturday morning. If you can do it live, great, 9:30 in the morning. If you need to catch the replay, that's fine. Yoga Nidra is done lying down, preferably. You can also be sitting, but you can lay in your bed, you can lay on the floor, you can lay in your recliner, bring your pillows, blankets, be comfortable, an eye cover if you like, and gather your kids and join me for our Kids Yoga Nidra. And I promise you the adults will love it just as much. So we just use our imagination a little bit. It's wonderful. Thank you so much for being here. Again, kerriwade.com is my website. Reach out through there or private message me. And that was my dog Connor saying good night. I think that's what he was saying. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye.